overreacting, ex monster in law issues. My ex husband's mother wants to have my four kids go visit her without me, and she lives 1,700 miles away, and she has always hated me. Okay, so if anybody figures that out, it sounds like there's been a divorce and ex mother in law, so grandparent of children, want to visit or want the kids to come visit her, but she lives 1,700 miles away. I never liked bio mom, daughter in law. For context, out of my four kids, only my oldest two really know her at all, seeing as I moved back to my home state only 9 months after I had my third baby, and my final baby was born in my home state. She has only met him in person once since he has been born. He's 7 years old now. And that was at his second birthday party after canceling on coming up for his first birthday party. Her reason for canceling? Losing control. So she has been paying for internet and phones for my ex and I so she could talk to the kids. But as soon as she couldn't control me, she threatened to take that away. So the devices were not so much for the kids. So the reason for canceling was because she spent money to help purchase food for my son's birthday party, which was greatly appreciated. But then came the control. She was going to be driving up and happened to have family neither my ex or I have ever met living in a neighboring state to our own. She took it upon herself to tell, not ask, my ex-husband that she invited them to my son's first birthday party, a party I was planning a month earlier than his birthday, so she could be a part of it. My ex tells her to talk to me about it first because I don't like people that I don't know or have never met around my kids. This was her talking to me, mother-in-law. I told M that I was going to invite my cousins to E's birthday party, and he told me I had to talk to you and ask permission about it first. I say, fuck that. I shouldn't have to ask permission for my family to come to a party I am helping pay for, so we're not coming at all. Me? Okay, well, all I would want to do is meet them before the party. That way I can tell my family, who she has never met, who they are. With it being her family, I would trust her judgment with the kids. But if you don't want to come, that's up to you, mother-in-law. Well, I'm not risking you not liking them and saying no to them coming, so we're not coming. Me? Okay, that's your choice. Mother-in-law. Well, I'm done with all of you. Me. Okay. Mother-in-law. That means phones, internet, presents, all gone. Me. Okay. I can go get my own plan, and I don't need internet to survive. Also, I will send you the $200 you sent for E's party since you won't be here to meet and enjoy your new grandson. Mother-in-law. Yes, you will also owe me $1,300 for the phone I am buying so I can shut it off. You get that? So the mother-in-law got them a phone, but now because she wants to take them off her plan, she has to finish paying out the phone, which is $1,300. Her decision to take them off, her decision to put them on, but now wants them to pay for what it's going to cost her to cut her nose off to spite her face. Back to it. Mother-in-law. Yes, you will also owe me $1,300 for the phone I am buying you so I can shut it off. Me. I'm not sending you that. I was looking online for a new cheap used phone. You and M went behind my back while I was sleeping and opened up a contract on a phone without asking me. That's on you to pay, not me. And then in parentheses, she said, I did offer to pay my bill before, and she had already said no. She's just doing this as a control tactic. Mother-in-law. Oh, really? Is that so? Me. Yep. Have a great life. I don't need you. I provide for my kids, myself, and M. We have appreciated all the help, but I am sick of the holding it over our heads. So much like you, I am done too. Mother-in-law. She then proceeded to text my ex about how horrible of a person I am and how my kids would turn out just as bad and that he could have done so much better than me, a woman she hates. This also isn't the first time she has threatened to take something away that she had given us as soon as she felt like she wasn't getting what she wanted. Okay, trigger warning. I forgot this was in the story because I read it a bit ago. It's about to talk about self-harm threats, manipulation of children. If that's not for you, please roll on. I am going to try and use some different words just to not make it sound so harsh because goddamn, I did not remember this was coming. Back to the story. My ex, the kid's dad, does live with his mother, but I no longer trust him either since my 14-year-old daughter told me things that happened while I was either at work or sleeping for work. I work a third shift. Those things being her father, bio dad, threatened the daughter, said that when she was 7, that he would slice his open if she told her mother what happened. And he was holding a knife to said body part when he did this. Mom asked her what she wasn't supposed to tell her. Again, this happened 7 years ago. And her 14-year-old said, I don't remember. The second time he got mad, he said to daughter, if you kids weren't in the car, I would ram this car into the back of an 18-wheeler and end myself. She also witnessed violence with my youngest when he was about 8 months old. He had my 2 older kids and youngest at the apartment we were moving out of while my other daughter stayed at the new place to help me unpack. My eldest child was overlooking the living room from an upstairs loft area as her dad was changing the 8-month-old son, and the child was crying and upset. Her attention was grabbed when her dad started yelling at the 8-month-old, and she looked over and saw her dad slap the 8-month-old on the belly. I didn't know any of this until 2 years after my divorce was finalized and he was living back with his mother. I do have full physical custody of them all, and they have the option to talk to their dad or not. So I ask you, Redditors, would you let your children go down 1,700 miles without you to their grandmother when she blatantly and out loud hates me, their mother, and a father I can no longer trust alone with my kids? Oh, P, you got so much drama here. Here's what I'm going to tell you. If it's to just go visit Grams, no, Grams can get over it. I'm not going to tell you not to send your children to their father if you already have court paperwork in place that gives him those rights. What sucks for you is him living with her. If it's during his time, you don't get a choice. You can't tell him that he's not allowed to have them in the home he lives in. Unfortunately, it's with her. Now, if these things you have mentioned that your daughter told you are factual, I would be getting in touch with an attorney and a therapist. Your child needs a therapist if she witnessed that. I don't care how well she is appearing. I don't care how much she tells you she's okay. Any child who witnesses their parent attempt or claim that they are going to attempt an end of life interaction in front of them, your kid needs therapy, straight up. And if you don't get your kid therapy, you are a fucking asshole. Just gonna say that. But beyond all that, your child needs therapy. And if these things are true, you need to get with an attorney. You need to change up any custody battle or custody arrangements that would require you to send them to their father. Now, so I don't think you should keep their father out of their lives. Supervised visits, him coming to your state and them being supervised. You don't want to be the person that excludes your children from their father, because as you mentioned, that stuff happened 7 years ago. Well, people do grow. So if you're judging based off of today's day and age, if he's gotten therapy, if he's gotten himself fixed, you don't want to send him to him while he's at his mother-in-law's or at your ex-mother-in-law's. But he can come to your state to visit them. If he doesn't, that's on him. That's not on you. That's not your onus. But don't use the children as a weapon to punish him or his mother. Make the choices completely out of the best interest of your children, not your spite. Wish you the best.